And welcome along everyone to TSRL Tier 3 Round 6 in Spa. We have well, people who've left the lobby, fantastic. Who's gone? Yay, it's Mike who's gone. Yeah. Okay, we need... Oh man, we need... Ruan's breathing into his mic and it's very annoying. Move away if you're right, please. Move it away from your mic. Move it away from your mic. Because... Okay, that sounds a bit, Oh, yeah. Okay, I got 7 people racing so far. We are expecting to have 8, but... 1 short at this stage. 8 is Mike. Yeah, I have it. Hi guys, I'm gonna go from this party just because it's hard to concentrate on the race. I'll be joining back at certain stages to get some team ready off you guys. Alright. Oh, and anyone who could tell, I am pretty sick at the moment. You can probably tell by just how I'm talking today, but unfortunately, that's how it is. Okay, I'm back. I'm ready, prepared to start now in 5 minutes' time. Invite sent to this last guy, then we're going to ready up and get going. Okay, let's go racing. They've been told to ready up. Oh god. Okay. Getting ready for qualifying here in Spa. I'd be expecting probably Merritt on pole. The Mercedes of Yantix will be pretty good as well. So I'm expecting him to bring a good qualifying results. Here we go, qualifying. Let's see who's first out of the pit lane. Any action down the pit lane. Okay. No action in the pit lane so far, but we will just keep it tidy for now. It looks like there's something going on there down at Red Bull. I'm expecting out VTech. Also out of the track comes WPC Combat, but in his Alfa Romeo, but out comes VTech now. Let's watch the first man out on the track here in TSRL T3 Round 6. It is WPC Combat. Expecting a good race today from him. A little bit of lag it looks like, but it should be okay. Also coming out on their outlap is VTech in the Red Bull. He has not a great season so far, but we'll see what he can do coming forward. We've got the queue of cars as this man Yantic, so we're expecting a good performance from him today, and we'll see what he can do. He was very good last week, stormed to victory in Silverstone. When we too sure about this week, the only man not to come out on track so far is Lee in Haas. But one man who is getting ready to start his lap is WPC Combat. We'll just call him WPC for now. We could call him Combat. Let me know in the chat what you want me to call him. I don't really care. But let's watch the first lap of, and what will be the benchmark of round 6 here in Spa. The Alfa Romeo comes into turn 1, keeping the car nice and tidy on the exit. That skid plank will get very worn down up Eau Rouge. I would presume he does go up Eau Rouge nice and smoothly. A little bit of oversteer look like in the middle of that. But let's see what kind of sector 1 he can pull onto the table. It's decent. It's pretty good. It's a 30.5, I think that was. As he comes through this next section, just trying to keep the car in check. But other drivers on track starting a lap is Monoscope. As he comes up to Eau Rouge now. I see what WPC Combat's doing right now. He's keeping it pretty clean and tidy, I think, so far. Just need to get a benchmark in. He hasn't turned on battery. As it seems to me, there's a little spinner down there, but purple in the second sector. Let's see what Bova can do. Does he get the purple first sector that he wants? Nope. Back to Combat. As he comes through now, down into the bus stop chicane. Bit deep, but he keeps the car straight. Straighten the car up for the exit. To the line. What's the benchmark going to be? It's 1 minute 44 flat. It's not terrible from Combat. Next across the line will be Monoscope, who is just filtering through these last couple corners into the last sector he goes. He looks to be purple in the second sector, so he's definitely a threat. Probably Monoscope and Yantix in the Mercedes. Up to the bus stop chicane, gets the car turned in nicely. For the second part of the chicane is good, and a little bit of oversteer in the exit, but gets the car to the line. And he's off the pace there. .9 seconds off. Next up to cross the line is going to be Bubba. Let's see what he can do. He's 4.5 seconds off. Yantix goes to pole with a 1:43.4. It's a great lap from him. What can O'Neill do as he comes through the final couple corners? Pouring down of oversteer through here. What can the Williams do? DRS open. Can he beat his teammates? He's only starting a lap. Okay. Let's ride along with this Williams then of O'Neill. As he comes up through Eau Rouge and Radion. We got his DRS open, plenty of straight line speed that car should have down here. Car number 12, he might get impeded here, we'll have to see. Let's hope Mike can get out of the way. He has done. And O'Neill continues on his lap. Down the hill, car really wants to understeer. It's an off-camber corner, but now he's to flick the car over to the right and into the left-hander, which is keeping nice and smooth so far. Down to Pouon, and tremendous speeds they take through here. He's done really well there. He looks to have got the car turned in nicely now up to the high-speed chicanes. No, that's where it's all come apart from. It's come apart from a little bit there. That's not what he would have wanted. 17.3 in the second sector. That's not lining up the timesheets. Yellow flag behind. Nothing there. Let's keep with O'Neill as he rises up to the final couple corners. Big lock up into the bus stop chicane. Oh no, not looking good for you, Monoscope. Oh, good luck to you as O'Neill crosses the line, goes up to P4. You're having dinner? Oh no. I've had just the thing before. Being called to dinner is not very ideal when you're trying to do league racing. Anyway, you're very strong in Silverstone, so hope we have something in the bag today. Coming up to the line though, after completing his first lap of qualifying his YTRL Frues, goes up to P4. Very tight between Monoscope. Pizza, yeah, that's definitely very good. That does make it better. Does make it better. That hampers the blow a little. Someone who looks to be... No, he's backing off, okay. The Red Bull of Fietsek very deep into the bus stop chicane. And that's really going to hurt his lap. But someone who's on a lap, no, he's invalidated that one. No one currently on a lap. We've got Fietsek starting one. Let's see what he can do. Up to Eau Rouge and Radion, quite a tight line up there, and that wouldn't have helped him as much as it needs to for Fietsek, but he's going to keep going. And Liebug trying again, but he's got no battery. Keep a Fietsek, he's purple in sector 1 and looking good on this lap. Let's see what he can do. He needs to keep pushing as he comes through these next couple corners. Just needs to keep it going. Through Pooh on the speed, he's carrying through there. He's taken that corner beautifully. Up to the high speed chicanes. Can he do a little better than Finn did? He has done better than Finn. Finn is the O'Neill 2003 guy, by the way. But very tight exit by Fietsek. But he's gonna keep it. He's gonna keep it clean for now. How's his second sector? It's not purple. A 1:16.1, much better than Frues, who was a 1:17.5. As now just the last sector. It's flat out through Blanchimont as it has been for years in Formula 1. And he just needs to keep it going. It's up to the bus stop chicane. Very deep though, very deep in the bus stop chicane. Does manage to get the car stopped. He's got the car turned in. What's it gonna be? Up to P3, 1.6 seconds off pole for Fietsek. Not the end of the world, you know. Monoscope's on an out lap. Someone finishing a lap is Liebug, but he's invalidated again. Let's follow along with actually Combat, who's on a lap and is a little bit up on his time, I think. And no, he's backed out of that. Okay. Liebug going for it again. It's got no battery. But Monoscope is someone who's on a lap. Let's see what he can do. He's going to get purple in the first sector. Fietsek currently has it. He's going to take it off him. Nope. Doesn't seem to have much pace around here. Trying a real pressure lap now. Just to try to get a lap in. Only 6-7 minutes remaining. He has got the car turned in there better than anyone so far. And he's pivoted nicely through that corner, but he isn't carrying the speed that he needs, and he's got no battery either. Combat to see if the battery. No. Well then, let's keep an eye on Monoscope still. Second sector split. Is he going to be any better than his previous lap? No, it's an 18.2. Not really what I wanted. Tech is also down heavily, and Leebog I would expect to be invalid. Yes. Okay. Someone who's a little bit up is Bubba. Maybe got a little bit of pace in hand, possibly, as he comes up to the top of the hill. He's looking probably the most clean and tidy I've seen today. Pivots the car nicely through the downhill right-hander. Get the car over to the right, flick it in. This lap is looking very nice indeed, as Yantics for now seems to be quite comfortable to stay in the pits, but maybe Bubba will take away that comfort into the second sector. He's still got plenty of battery remaining, and he keeps a nice line through there, opening up the second part of the chicane. It's a really tricky braking zone to not lock up and don't go too wide on the exit, which he hasn't. He's purple in the second sector and just up on his time. Let's see what he can do as he comes around to the final corners. Blanchimont shouldn't be too much of a challenge to him. It's not, but up to the bus stop chicane, the all-crucial chicane. When you're under pressure, it's not easy. He has locked up a little, as you can see there. But now, towering out of the final corner, it's not going to be pole, but up to P3. Neck and neck with VTEC, just about beating him. O'Neill now going on a lap with battery in hand and maybe some pace. Let's see what he can bring to the table here in Spa. First sector split, he's a 10th down. We'll come back to him at a later date. Let's go watch Monoscope. He seems to be down at his time as well. O'Neill's a 10th down. Leebug. Okay. You're just going to do a single run this quali. Oh, I don't know what I've seen. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Save a set of tyres for the race. Probably isn't too bad of a strategy. I respect that. I think I can see why you do that. That's a yellow flag here, but Fruz is going to come straight through. We haven't seen much of him in this session. 2/10 down in his Alpine. O'Neill is 3/10 up now. He's had a better second sector. Yeah, fair enough, Monoscope. That should do for you. As O'Neill looks to have nailed those final two corners. Out of the final corner, DRS open. What's it going to be? He improved marginally. Anyone else on track? Monoscope on an outlap. Well, then you're doing very, very well. This man that we're watching now is probably the only one who can put a challenge to you. Mike, I would say, is the only one who can. We're now just seeing who can put challenge to Mercedes, who can stop them from getting a back-to-back victory. There's a bit of a kerfuffle going on down there between Fruz and VTEC, but that should be cleared. Now the Williams of O'Neill not on a lap now. I think the man to watch is Combat because, yeah, it seemed like big traffic there. That was almost a huge crash for Combat. Owen needs to let him go, or he needs to give himself some space here. This is not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all, as Combat's gone off the track, and this is going to ruin his qualifying session, really. Owen's geared up to go on a lap. Car number 5 technically was ahead. He has the right, and Combat was only on an outlap, so I can't really blame him. Monaco on an outlap up the hill, though. This final session of Q3, O'Neill 6 seconds down. Will he try to come into the pits? I don't think so. The next person coming on a lap is Fruz, coming through the first sector. How is he? He's 1/10 down. Now he's gone off the track there. He's going to have to let Combat go. He has, because there's no point trying to fight for that. Combat, I don't know if he's up on his time, but in terms of his driving, he's looking okay. Can he take down Mike in the Mercedes, though, is the begging question. And will Fruz try and pass him? He's just oversteer through Puon. That's going to lose him plenty of time. He's not got any battery either in that Alfa Romeo. So I'm expecting him to be quite far off on this lap. I don't think that's going to do for him. O'Neill's crashed out. He's second down, yeah. Fruz is 6/10 down. Well, now starting his lap is Lee and Monoscope. Lee finally going for a lap, I think. Combat's battling with Fruz. He's in the. He put him in the wall. Wow. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a grid penalty there. Into the pits, yeah, no shock there. Same for Fruz. There's two people left out on the track. Leebug and Monoscope, who's 2/10 down in his time, but is looking racy in the AlphaTauri, as he always does. You can never count out Monoscope in Tier 3. Leebug's got no battery, but Monoscope, he's similar, 2/10 down, and he's invalidated too. Lee's the only man left on the track to try and take down the Mercedes pole, but it's not looking likely. Yeah, it's not happening. I think we can all bow down to your pole sitter. He's in the garage right now, but that's pole in one qualifying run for the Mercedes. One run is all he needed to take pole. Levo will try and do what he can. He stays in last position. It's pole for the Mercedes. Yep, hats off to him. He did it in one single run. There was no stopping him in qualifying today. And we have rain. Oh, wow, we have rain. Okay. 142.4, pole in Tier 2. Here we go, the 5 red lights are now on in Spa. And it's go, 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 go. Finally, it looks like a pretty decent start for the Mercedes out of the blocks. Down to turn 1. Around the outside goes WPC Combat. Does he get the move done? He's going to push him a little bit wide. He's going to keep trying. As we go up to Eau Rouge Madi, I'm going to be side by side. Will he get this move done? He's going down the inside. They're surely going to crash. They have done. Oh, he's just kept it out of the wall. But now getting in on the action is Bubba. As here he comes. He's got him around the outside. And now he's going to chase down Mike. Battle behind is a Red Bull going on the outside. Looks like a Haas going down. There comes a Red Bull and it's all came together. And that is not what they would have wanted. Bubba spun out as well. But Lebo kept it off the track. Goes Vitek and O'Neill, I think. As Owen going down the inside of O'Neill, who's now spun it out off the track. So someone's ghosting here. Not sure who it is. But huge oversteer from Monoscope as Vitek's going to go up the inside. He has made the move into Puon, pushes them both wide. And now Fruz is going to be right in on the action as well. He's going to go up to the inside, maybe no stretch to the outside. They've came together and they've crashed. Monoscope spinning out Vitek, and now they're both in the gravel as well. Wow. Chaotic first lap, and Lee is right onto the back of Mike. Dream start for him, coming from last to second. Wow. Let's have a look at position change. So gaining 6. Lee, 3 for O'Neill, 1 for Fruz. Yeah, rain is not fun. Rain is not fun at all. We're going to keep pushing those. We head on through this Grand Prix. Mike leading. Gap interval. Okay. Mike leading from Leebug, from Combat, from O'Neill, Monoscope. And here comes Bubba now. Maybe going to go for the move on Monoscope as they go up through Eau Rouge. Going to get him on the switchback at the top, baby. Yeah, possibly. He's going to get him here. No, not quite. Not quite. Joining in the back is Vitek, but a lot of experience in Monoscope. Been here for a while. No, he spun it. Oh my, the Red Bull almost taking it out there. If he hadn't ghosted, that was game over for him. And now we're in for a long, lonely race. I don't think we're going to dry up either, so. Combat gaining a little bit on Lee. Lee hasn't had great quality. Here's the tyre strategies. So, a 1-stop or a 2-stop. Very interesting. Mike now pulling a gap, which you would have expected after that stunning pole lap, but Combat maybe has the pace to chase him down. Monoscope's been a bit off the pace today. He's got Vitek chasing behind him. Let's see what Combat can do. Can he get a move done soon on Lee? You need to keep gaining just slowly. That's how you do it in the wet, and Vitek is right on the back of Monoscope now. These two crashed earlier on lap 1, and straight away they're back together once more. As up to Radion they go. Here comes Vitek. He's going to go round the outside. No DRS, of course, in the wet conditions. Is Monoscope staying with him? It doesn't look like it for now, but maybe he is. Can he send one up the inside? No, Vitek's got the move done. And up into 5th place he goes. Combat is right, looking to get past Lee as well. going to keep going. Monoscope needs to stay with VTech if he wants to have a chance in this Grand Prix. He needs to stay with him. Try get back past. But for now, this is the battle that we're all interested in. Combat versus Lee. If Combat can get past Lee, I'd be interested to see can he have a go at catching Mike. Lee is cooking, but he qualified last and he doesn't have pace. So not really cooking. Here comes Combat. Oh, speaking of that, that's a huge crash. That is a huge crash. Well, he's not cooking anymore. Because Lee is in the wall and out of the Belgian Grand Prix. 3-second time penalty for VTech. How has that happened? O'Neill looking to slow down as a bit of lag, I think. It's an illegal overtake. We have a virtual safety car. Anyone pitting? I don't see why you would. Into the pits is WPC Combat, actually. Probably has damage from that crash, so I'm not surprised. Now Mike has got another 3-second penalty under safety car, mate. That shouldn't be happening. Mike's now got himself a 19-second. I don't want to look back at this crash. That is not drive-through for VTech as well, speeding under the VSC. That is not good. And he's going to be... I'm going to have to serve that now, isn't he? As O'Neill sets after Mike. To recover, not much really. He needs to just try to gain forward as Monoscope is going to try gain some time here. He is gaining loads of time quite quickly as VTech seems to be on AI. He could be typing quite aggressively into the chats. But Monoscope going round the outs. Oh my god. Which this is bringing Bubba right onto the scene to maybe try pounce on something here. If I was him, I'd be trying to get him. As Monoscope going very wide, and how close is Bubba getting? Is he close enough to maybe go for a move? If he burns some battery, he is burning some battery. He might have a chance. Monoscope also, though, has got nothing left. Let's have a look at the telemetry. Monoscope has got no battery. Bubba's got plenty to use. Down into the bus stop. Chicane going to go for the move up the inside. He should have it done. He does, and there's the AI there. Oh, no. That is a disaster, and the AI has completely got in the way. That'll be a penalty for him, as he's now pitting for his drive-through, but that's ended in chaos, and it's brought Combat right into this race once more. 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane too. Disaster for him. Oh, he spun. Oh. Almost Combat in the wall, but VTech spun. No, Bubba spun. On some side-by-side action, fellas. Come on. Out of the pits comes VTech. Just behind Owen. 3 seconds. I'm going to get some team radios from a few drivers now. Bear with me a second. I want to get some team radios here. That's 3-second time penalty for Monoscope, which puts Combat in striking distance of him. Not like it's matter at this stage, really. Let's go to our race leader. Mike in the Mercedes, locking all 4 tyres there, but is comfortably leading. And Combat's going for one now. Oh, almost in the wall. Oh, very wide. Very, very wide. It's really hard to do anything with nothing going on, and monoscope is maybe the only thing happening right now. Is could be catching. Start closed party. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not too good right now. I just got fit into a party. There's nothing going on right now in this race, so I'm trying to get some team radios off other drivers. There we go, we'll start a party here. Ah, it's Finn filtering through. Hello. Do you mind if I put you? Do you mind if I? Do you mind if I put you on the broadcast, maybe? Hello. Can I get a team radio from Finn to put on stream? Okay, so team radio from Finn. He doesn't know what's going on with Buva, and tires are not good at the moment. Are you thinking about maybe possibly coming in to the pits around lap 10 to 14? He is. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We might be getting some pit stops today. There's really nothing going on to even talk about right now. There's a yellow flag though. VTech, he's coming into the pits, and he's spun coming into the pits for the second time today. He's got it himself. How you doing, Ron? Oh, turn on the tier 3 stream. VTech's in the pits. He serves one of his 5-second penalties and onto a set of intermediates. He goes. It was VTech had a drive through, but he served it now, and now he's got rid of one of his 5-second penalties, and WPC Combat is on the chase on O'Neill at this stage of the race, but he needs to keep gaining his time where he can. These wet conditions, O'Neill is struggling loads on his tyres right now. Wow, he's gained a second there in just a sec there. He is really on the charge. O'Neill has 98% battery, which he hasn't been using. Who's watching Carter, can you please go on mute, please? You're watching TikTok, whatever you're watching. YouTube Shorts. Thanks. I'm pretty sure I heard someone was. WPC Combat. Oh, there's an echo now. Not anymore. No, it's gone. Who went on mute? No one. I know it's gone now. Oh, that's why. Well, WPC Combat. What? Oh, 3 second time penalty for the Alpine of YTRL Frues. He's having a pretty horrible race today. He will not be doing his team principal proud at all. As WPC Combat is really starting to chase down O'Neill now. He's edging closer and closer and closer. Don't take that in the wrong way, please. team radio from O'Neill. He's defending as much as he can, and I've just definitely gotten clipped for what I've just said, but he's getting closer and close. Almost in the wall. Bouva's also on. No, he's not. He's just spun it. As think Combat's going for that. No, he's not. Not yet. Libo's left the session. Here comes Combat. Hello? Guys, don't add anyone else to this. It's just gonna be me, you, and Owen. I've also invited him as very close there, but Combat has gotten the move done. But no, there's a bit of lagging. Owen, do not add anyone else to this. This is only us in this party chat, right? I think O'Neill, can he try stick with him maybe? As Bubba's also got past Monoscope. Monoscope got a 3 second penalty anyway, and he's now gone very wide. O'Neill's out of the picture now. Someone needs to bring out a safety car for any action now. Frues is slowly catching to Monoscope, but he needs to start using that battery that he has if he wants to gain any more. Wow, and he's just if I was to give a strategy right now for these drivers, I would say stay out till the end of the race. But if you're really struggling and you want new tyres, you could probably box around lap 15 or lap 14 and go onto those new inters and push to the end and gain the time. And Combat's making loads of mistakes, and O'Neill can use all his battery now. He needs to use everything and he can get the move done. Use all his battery. When they get past Eau Rouge, he needs to use everything he has got in his tank. Here he goes now, burning it all. Up Eau Rouge and Radion. What can he do to gain? Combat's also using his, but he's going to run out pretty quickly. And O'Neill's gaining, but not enough. No, he spun it. He's gone. And that was not the plan for O'Neill today. That puts Combat in a very healthy P2. You need to box. O'Neill needs to box if he wants to have a chance at anything now in this race. I mean, it's getting a bit desperate for him. Go on. I don't know. I'm able to find out. Oh. Bringing up our tyre lap now. For the Red Bull car, his tyres are 3 laps old. Monoscope's tyres are 9 laps, meanwhile Fru's only 8 laps old. 6 laps for combat, 9 for the rest of the field, 10 for Mike in the Mercedes because he's so far ahead of P2. No, I don't think so. He isn't good enough for tier 2. User all just dropping off place today. There was a great battle in. Into the pits comes O'Neill, lap 11, very early. But it's a pit stop. Monoscope also in. This is very interesting. Into the pits. What's the tyres? He's going to go on, do more enters, of course. Puts on the new tyres. That's a quick stop for him. And also in the pits, Monoscope having to serve a penalty. I think. No, he didn't. He just had a very slow stop. Now O'Neill can press on and maybe possibly gain some time. He's 3 seconds back from Fruz. Fruz has got a 3-second penalty, so if he can gain and get that pass done, he's pretty much back to where he was. Then he's only 10 seconds to Bubba, which is definitely gainable, and he is his teammate, so it doesn't really matter. As we come towards the halfway point for Mike in the Mercedes, who's also into the pit lane. Going to be very interesting to see who doesn't box today. Side by side with Fruz, he gets the move done. Goes a little bit wide though. But it's move done, job done. As Mike now going to come out of the pits with a comfy lead to Combat behind. Combat just coming through the final corner. Yep, comfortable for Mike. Now 11.4 seconds for O'Neill to gain, but he's gaining loads of time on Bubba with those lovely new fresh tyres. Bubba's having issues. Bubba's into the pit lane. Okay. Now, this strategy for O'Neill, this undercut is proving perfect for him at this stage. When will Fruz come into the pits, or is he going to try stay out and brave it to the end of the race? Will he get out ahead of Bubba? That's the question. Bubba just coming to the end of the pit lane. Fruz is going to get out ahead of him, and O'Neill up into the podium positions. Monoscope's going to be quite tight with Bubba on the exit. Bubba's out of the pits. Monoscope, you can see him just coming in the background, but not close enough. There is a 15-second gap between Mike and Merritt has stopped. Everyone has now stopped. The gap is 15 seconds. The battle to watch now is Monoscope catching Bubba. Will he be able to catch and pass? Catching is one thing, passing another. Those new tyres look beautiful for these drivers. Bubba, yes. He's a Fernando Alonso of TSRL. 43 years of age. Team radio from TSRL Fruz. Box calling his Alpine mechanics out into the pit lane. Where will he fall is the question. He will fall down to P6 if he boxes now. Merritt into the pit lane now. Will O'Neill be able to catch him? As up into his pit box onto a fresh set of intermediate tyres to take him into the end of the Belgian Grand Prix. Out of the pits he comes. Into the pits next is TSRL Fruz. Being very, very cautious, but cautious, smooth, fast. Monoscope just dropping back a little bit from Bubba. He was on the gain just a lap ago, but his progress has slightly stopped now. But YTR Frues has been told push, push, push until the very, very end. O'Neill's in a land of his own right now. He's got no one around, and there's a 30-second gap between Combat and Mike in the Mercedes. 3-second time penalty once again for Frues. He may be pushing a bit too hard in that Alpine, over pushing. Not much going on right now, apart from the fact that O'Neill's almost spun it and Bubba is gaining a lot on him. Bubba seems to have found some pace. He's gained 2 seconds there. He is purple in the second sector and on for a flyer of a lap here. He's doing very, very well. 6.7 seconds the gap now to his teammate ahead, who's in P3. He'll want to hold on to that podium position. He will not wanting to be let his teammate pass. A fastest lap from Bubba, and he is laying down a marker here to the rest of the field that he means business. But I don't think anyone's catching this man. 3-second time penalty. That's going to end it, I would say, for O'Neill. That's not going to do well for his chances at the podium. As Mike is now coming up to lap his first car of the Belgian Grand Prix. These drivers got to keep pushing. Purple. Last sector for Bubba, who's now closing in on his teammate. I think what we need to make this a great race is for O'Neill to actually fight against his teammate and not just wave him through. I think if he could hear me right now. West. Obviously he can't because he's driving in that car, but if he could, that's my only request. 3-second time penalty for the leader. It's not going to mean anything because he's got a 37-second gap to the next car. Yellow flag, that's VTEC spun. Bubba is starting to really reel in his teammate. We want to see some good defending here from O'Neill in the Williams car. one thing that O'Neill does have that Bubba doesn't is plenty of battery, but he's making mistakes through these corners, letting Bubba close in and close in and close in. Will Williams wave him through? Hopefully not. We want to see a battle. They've got a huge gap behind them, so they can afford to battle. Here he comes. Is O'Neill going to wave him through? Hopefully not. He has not. He's going to keep it side by side through the corner. Goes a little bit wide, but he's going to stay in it, and he will stay ahead. Beautiful defending there from O'Neill, and that is how you fight for a podium. Now Bubba's going to have go for a second try. He spun it. Not the first time today that he's made a mistake like that. He is not out of this race. He's now 5 seconds behind and will try to be catching. For the second time, he's in the wall now. Now he's in the wall at turn 1, on the inside of turn 1. No. Down in P6 right now is TSRL Round. Hasn't got any pace at this stage of the Grand Prix. And he will just be trying to coast home to a P6, but he will not be coasting home to an absolute yelling from his team principal after this Grand Prix, whoever that may be. Never mind, he's just gained 6/10 on Monoscope through 2 corners. And just ahead of him is Bubba, so maybe an opportunity is coming with those fresh tyres. Oh wow, he's really gaining on Monoscope. Something's gone wrong there for Monoscope. Because the time gain is monumental. Bubba has not got damage. So, but definitely a P5 on the cards for Fruz. Bubba has got damage. Bubba has surely got damage. Right. Right, Fruz has got within 3 seconds. They've both got 6 seconds of penalty, so this is a fair battle now. The gap is up to 38.7 seconds between first and seconds. Now, 51% battery for Fruz. I wouldn't be using battery yet if I was him. I'd wait till he catches up, because Monoscope is now off the track, and he's got a 5-second time penalty for that, and it's going to give Fruz a great chance to try catch and pass under the MSC signs. He's catching, getting closer and closer. Is he now going to go for the move? He pushes him a little wide. He goes for it now, and he's going to get that move done nice and easy with his fresh tyres. Monoscope, no defence for that. Someone who's catching rapidly is Bubba. Yeah, Monoscope's not happy. He's in the chat and is complaining about the car, the way it drives, I think. Someone's fighting in the background. I can hear that. Oh, we have a safety car! Safety car! Oh my god. Holy. Thoughts on that, Finn? Owen? I think we're gonna see a few drive-through penalty for Monoscope as well. Holy, this is huge. This is huge. There is a safety car. I do not know why. I think it's VTech had a little spin. YTRL Frews looks like he's pitting. He is pitting for the fresh tyres. He's going to need to be quick to catch up to the fields. Wow, this is really interesting. Going to be a very interesting end to this race. Especially for Combat and O'Neill, who are going to be fighting for this. But Bova may be the man who comes out on top, because he hasn't got penalties. And the likes of Frews and Vitek are going to be hard done by here, because they have penalties. Vitek was the man who crashed. He's got no front wing crash at the top of Eau Rouge and Radion. Frews is pretty much guaranteed second last now. So, not ideal for him. Yes, but oh yeah, he's guaranteed fifth mainly, as long as he keeps it on track. He's going to need a bit of luck, otherwise. Yandex in the Mercedes catches the safety car. Now this is worst case scenario for him. He needs to defend fully now if he wants to have any chance of winning this race. He should still have a pretty good, decent chance of it, but we're now waiting for Combat to catch. Here is your count on the penalties. 3 seconds for Mike in the Mercedes, 3 seconds for Combat, 3 for O'Neill, nothing for Bova, drive through for Monoscope, 9 seconds for Frews. Now into the pits comes Combat. That's very interesting. Will we see anyone else in the pits? Really, O'Neill should pit onto a fresh set of intermediate tyres. He's been on them for a long time now. I'd be expecting Bova in. Will O'Neill pit? Yes, he does. But oh, Vitek is in the wall. You need to pass him there now. As now chasing after the safety car is Combat. Will anyone actually catch this safety car, or will it go in without the pack? That would be very, very interesting to see, because people are not catching very easily right now. It's a 48-second gap. Let's see what's... Yep. Vitek he's trying the full wets, yes. Let's see what goes on. He's a lap down. Combat is currently catching up to the safety car now. Will the whole pack catch? I'm not sure. As it stands, I think the predicted starting really will be Bova, will be Yantek's Combat, Bova. Monoscope as a drive-through, so that puts O'Neill to P4. Frews to P5, Vitek's lapped, so he's out of the picture really. Combat's caught the pack. The safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. So, you fellas need to catch. They need to catch the safety car. Bova, Monoscope and O'Neill. As Mike Liu almost hitting the safety car. Safety car will be in at the end of this lap, I would presume. We have 2 laps of racing till the end. So these guys need to hurry up and catch the pack. Safety car coming in this lap, and the pack has just caught Monoscope. O'Neill could have got. Here we go. Some tensions flaring now from O'Neill in the Williams. We can hear from his team radio saying, in quotation marks, "Speed up, man, speed up, this idiot," is what we're hearing from him. Nothing from Froose right now. He's keeping it pretty calm, I think. He's just going to be calm. I mean, he has got a 9-second penalty, so he needs to just finish the race to even have a chance. But we will have 2 laps of racing here in Spa to decide this race. When will Mike go? He's decided to go now. Combat, though, is right on him and behind. Monoscope needs to take his drive-through penalty as soon as possible. 3-second time penalty. That's huge for O'Neill. But Combat is right on Mike. He's going to go down the inside of turn 1. He is going down the inside of turn 1. He makes the move. Into the lead goes Combat through turn 1. That is huge. And that is definitely good for him in battery. Mike is using his... Also, 3-second time penalty for... Oh my. Let's do now the gap to the leader, because right now Bubba is on for this win. Monoscope needs to gain 3 seconds on Bubba. Never mind Yannick's right now. It's on Bubba. Bubba's the current race leader. Not anymore with Combat gaining his time. But battles behind. What do we have? Any dive bombs from Froose? Not yet. Froose needs to be aggressive now on O'Neill. O'Neill wants the position, but Buva's currently in P2 because of the penalties. He could be on to even get P1 today. So he needs to keep pushing, but O'Neill will want that move right now. Monoscope 3-second time penalty. He needs to take his drive through also. O'Neill needs to push. He needs to burn his battery now to try dive bomb at the bus stop chicane. Try something to get past his teammate. With only 1 lap of racing to go, your leader, WPC Combat, is on for it right now. But here comes the two Williams boys. As Bubba's got a bit squirrely out of that final corner, O'Neill's going to go for it. We have this lovely helicopter shot. Will he go for it? Will he switch to the inside in turn 1? I would have sent it in turn 1, but instead he's chosen to set it up for the straight. Now he needs to burn everything he has. This is his last chance to get past his teammate in a good spot. He's going to go for it up to Eau Rouge. No, he decides to stick behind. He doesn't want to crash with his teammate there. That'll be an airplane crash, but now this is the chance. He's got more battery than Bubba. He needs to burn everything he has. Send one. Maybe now he should save everything for the final run down to the bus stop chicane. That's what he needs to do now. No drive-through taken from Monoscope. That'll be a disqualification for him. But O'Neill is still trying. He needs to save his battery for the run down to the bus stop chicane, though. He cannot be using any of it here. But it needs, if he has to, he will have to keep with him. There's a spinner. That is... If O'Neill gets a penalty, Owen Barrett's going to attack. But right now, there's nothing stopping this man. WPC Combat. He had a pretty bad start. Not an amazing qualifying. But he's coming back in brilliant style. He did crash out earlier. Had a huge crash with Leebug, causing him to DNF. But Combat came out unscathed. And since the safety car, he has gained everything he possibly can. And he's gapped Mike, who had a 40-second lead. But not anymore. Because Combat... Final corner... to come home. He's weaving already. He's celebrating his win. He wins in Spa, but there's a big crash at the back. O'Neill gets another penalty. It's Yannick's P2. O'Neill coming home in P3. Bova takes P3. There's something going on there. He's going to need to clip that and report it. As Monaco comes into the pits. Vitek will now come across it on the finished. Yeah, Mike, I really feel bad for you, mate. Mike, this guy, he drove an amazing race today, and the safety car just ruined it for him. Driver today is Finn O'Neill. A very up and down race for him, but Mike had his 38-second lead, but it all came to nothing after that. There's your winner, WPC Combat Merit in the Alfa Romeo car. Champagne it is. Yeah. It looked like a bit of a send into turn 1 from Combat, which was definitely what it needed to do. But just chaos. Thank you all for watching. There's your results. I gotta put it out to Mike. What a drive he did today, and I am gonna say Rob, because Combat did pass him under the safety car. If anything, he can be blaming VTEC in the Red Bull for bringing out safety car. Thank you all for watching today, and we'll be back next week. Well, he did get that pace in the last lap. He did do that pace. He was quick. He was quick the whole race, just couldn't catch you with damage, and he was able to box under the safety car and get away that damage. So thank you all for coming along.